Hello, it is your sleepless god with actually something new again. I know I'm making all this new shit and no one's stopping. I'm just joking. I've been just having a lot more cooler ideas lately in my head. I'm like, ooh, I need to really make a video like that. Okay, let's just do it then. Okay, so this is what if Deku from My Hero Academia made a gang. So we kind of zoom into the Midoriya household. Now, this is not the same apartment building. It's ran down a little bit. It's kind of crumbled a little bit. It seems like it's like in the. I don't want to say it's ghetto. It's in the ghetto part. It's in the cheaper part. As you see a younger boy, he has like cuts and burns on his hands, particularly his uh, particularly his wrist, his arms, but also all the way going up to all the way up to his elbow. Uh, as he has like stitch and like needle and thread. As we see Inko Midoriya. She looks a little bit worse for wear, tired. That's what she looks. As he's knitting up a wound. It looks like a really bad cut almost. Uh, as she looks over it and says, "Midoriya, I'm fine. Don't." As she grabs onto Midoriya's face, as Midoriya is not shaking. Surprisingly, his hands are quite naturally knitting up her wound, very fast too. Like he knows that if he doesn't do it as quickly enough, she can bleed more and die. As she's laying on the couch right now, blood is everywhere. Uh, he looks around as uh, there's like painkillers, entire bottle just gone, like emptied, like way too much. He looks at the doses. He's like, "This is too much, Mom. You can't have that much painkillers." He's like, "Oh, I'm fine, Midori. I'm fine. My son, come over here. Let me hug you." And she's like crying a little bit, but she looks like she's like a bit more peaceful as Midori does her wishes, hugs her. This apartment's small, like one bedroom apartment small. Like there's no room for activities. This couch barely fits into what they call what we would call like the living quarters, or like just like the kitchen is like attached to the what would we call that, like the homeroom. I feel like I'm fancy for no fucking reason. I'm broke as shit. uh like it's super small and has one bedroom, and it seems like it's a mixed bed between Inko and Midoriya. As Midoriya's like, "You gotta stay awake, Mom. You can't go to bed. I called 911. They should be here in a couple of hours." As she slowly closes her eyes, as she says, "I love you." As she closes her eyes, and Midori says, "No, don't close your." As his tiny little arms tries to wake her up, as he checks for a pulse. Checks for heart rate, tries to wake her up. As nothing. Midoriya grabs onto her hand and says, "Mom, please. Mom, no." Hours go by. About 4. No one shows up. Not an ambulance, not a police vehicle, not even a person to check on if the phone call was right or wrong. They have more important business to go on than just a child saying that their mother is dying. More important hero work. Something with actual reasoning. At least this is what Midoriya feels. He doesn't know for sure. He doesn't know. And he doesn't care. Backs up a bag. He's about the age of 8 at this time. Putting in clothes, pills. He's sewing. It's not even a sewing kit. He changed it to a more of a threading kit. As puts it away and zips it up. As this bag is a little bit too big for him, but he doesn't care. So he walks out of that house. As we're going to have a bit of a time skip of 8 years. We're going to go to a character that we know and I love. Oh my gosh, I love Aizawa. Or, in the streets, Eraserhead. In the sheets, they can all call me daddy. I'm joking. I'm sorry. I really like Eraserhead some days. He is the old man version of like okay, you gotta understand, like, the 3 senseis that like people like sim for are like Kakashi Hatake, Eraserhead, and like Gojo. And like those 3, they're just all the same human. So like daddy. Just joking a little bit. I'm just trying to cover some time on the frame. But we go into what he calls into an investigation. Into what's going on in the more what they call the lower district. So there's technically 3 different parts of Japan. There's the hero district, that what they would call, at least in Racerhead, who doesn't give a shit about political views. The upper district, that's where like the heroes live. That's where like more richer families live, and they kind of get away with some shit. For example, the Todoroki family. Example. We got the middle district, and this is where like Bakugo Katsuki, even like, also in the upper district, Momo lives there too, as well as like a couple other families as well. Middle district is, middle district. Like, it's not like poor, it's not rich, but it's middle class. This is probably where like Bakugo Katsuki lives. This is also where like Mina lives, and like Shock Boy or Pikachu. I call him Pikachu, or like Earjack Girl and the rest. That's where they live roughly. We got the middle kind of lower district, and this is where like what's her name? Floating Girl would live. This is where like she's in the lower region. She's poorer than the rest, but she's not too poor. And then we got the lower region. This is where the gangs, this is where the people who are broke out of their fucking minds live. This is where the homeless are. This is where everyone lives, because no police comes down this far. And usually the crime rate is at like 80%, but it's been slowly dropping. And what he means slowly means a lot. It's roughly around like 5%. And even that is not even like severe crimes. It's petty crimes. Robbery, mostly stealing from stores. And even the stealing from stores, it's all food related. Like, it's not like I'm robbing for money. I'm robbing for food. It's weird. And particularly the the entire Senate of Japan is getting worried. Not for the reason that you think. So there's been rumors about a particular gang called the Seven Sins, and as well as their leader called the Green Eye. Me smiles. I've been making this shit up on this kind of being down there. So we see a map of the entire place as he leans back as he's like, fuck. As you see his beard a little more scraggly, like it's been growing out. He looks at the map and he's like, okay, fuck. Where did they start out? Where did they begin? As he's like, there's an entire like of the lower district map. So a lot of the trades go in there as well. So boating, because usually it's taken care of by the gangs. Surprisingly enough, gangs are pretty useful in protection detail. Heroes are sometimes fickle in murder, like they won't like to kill people, but gangs don't matter. They took over that region, and then they took over the western region, and this is where a lot of like apartments, buildings, and things like that started. So it seems like they're getting a lot of revenue, a lot of money from the people, and as well as from the boats. Every time someone comes in, 20% is getting taken off the cut of the money and given to them. Something uncomfortable, but not too uncomfortable enough for people to argue. It's weird, as names are getting dropped with the 7 sins. There's wrath, there's envy, there's pride, there's lust, there's did I say pride? I said pride again. There's a bunch of these 7 sins, and we hearing their names. But we haven't got a lot of pictures. There's faded pictures. As you see a guy completely blacked out, like black hoodie, black jacket, as you see him wearing like a ring on his left finger, as both of his eyes are bright blue. As he's walking, he has a couple of piercings in one of his ears, but not over amount. I'm dropping hints. We see another guy. He has some bandages on his arm, an entire Japanese katana, and a bunch of knives. He is wearing some weird like red as we see one last guy. And he has like his skin is a little bit not rotten to say at least, but like disgusting. Like he's not like burnt or anything. He's just it's kind of like crunched. It feels like he needs some moisturizer. He needs some fucking moisturizer. Dude, one of my favorite jokes to say is, I think this is said by someone else, but like, is like, yeah, of course, you know, I wish white people learned this earlier. That moisturizer makes your skin look younger, but that's why all men's dick look like 20 years younger than their actual body, is because we just moisturize that shit to hell. Facts. I'm a guy, I can say that. As like, it seems controlled though. It's controlled planning. It's not like a bunch of infancies or a bunch of like small gang. It's one controlled unit. As we're gonna jump cut. We're gonna jump cut to a character. Midoriya, or what he's called in the streets normally, Doc. He's walking down. He has right now he's in a he's in a wheelbarrow, like not in a wheelbarrow, but he's like wheeling around a wheelbarrow, and he's like and he sees a bunch of people, and they're coming around with guns. They're packing heat, and instantly when they see him, they salute him. Doc, he tosses them some rations, some food, and medical equipment. Take care of them. You know, you're wounded. I heard about him. Take care of them. As he's wheeling. As some of them, you see that these are a lot of quirkless people that don't have a quirk. Some of them are people who have a more useless kind of non-ability quirk, and some of them have really dangerous quirks that uncontrollable, they call them. As he's tossing rations, he's tossing like medical packs, like so like that's like first aid kits, that's like defibrillators, that is like bandages, uh, that is isopropyl alcohol, that is like alcohol like to clear out wounds. As he's tossing them about, and every time he does it, they salute him. They salute him in a weird way. They stand up and they grab their heart and they say, "Hello, doc." Not too hard, just put their hand where their heart is. "Hello, doc." Like they say, like he saved them. And he's like, "Hello, hello." As uh, he's walking around, as he's giving this to everyone, and he's encouraging them, stand back up, be better. As seems like a bunch of quirkless people and people who have just been shoved down to the ground. As the wheelbarrow becomes empty after a while, as he wheelbarrows back to, it seems like the middle of the city, as it's where like one of the major buildings were until it just basically came to ruin. It seems like it's getting built back up. A lot of the apartments, as they walked past, seems like it's getting built back up. Seems like it's, in the word, kind of getting fixed by something, someone, somewhere. As he walks back in, he tosses a wheelbarrow. As you see some, bricks and stuff like that getting laid out, as you see a couple of people who are builders, who are workers. Some of them are heavily equipped, though. Full black suit, goggles on top of the head, cut-off helmets. So cut-off helmets are basically normal helmets, but where the ear is, it's cut off. So you can wear like headphones, like actual good ear protection and stuff like that. A lot of the now U.S. Not military, but like Marines use that now, and they just take away their tanks. They said no tanks, guns, bullets. They're like, "Doctor, just call me Doc. Don't be too official about it." As he's like, "Of course." As they both of them grab their hearts, keep with their business. As a bunch of them are. It seems like they're rebuilding parts, adding more defense to it. As he walks up some stairs, he's like, "Oh, fuck. We gotta add like a ramp for the people with wheelchairs. Obviously, we need to do that separately." So he opens up the doors. We see 7 people. Now, a lot of them we know, and some of these are new characters. So I'm going to go over a couple of the characters that we already know, and I'm going to add a couple of characters that we don't. We have a character. He has a couple of piercings around his ear. Very bright blue eyes, black hair. And he's looking at, and he says, "Took you long enough. I thought you would be out there forever." As this is Dabi, part of the Todoroki family. He keeps himself named Dabi because he doesn't want to be named after that. It seems like his burns are gone away, though. There's not these massive burn scars around his face or his hands. Second one is, we know him, we love him, Krusty Boy. So that is, let me try to remember names. Okay. It's not, I know his name. Shit. We all know him. Krusty Boy. Hand guy. Come on, what's his name? Shit. Give me a minute. I got it somewhere in my back of my head. It's just names. It's just names, bro. Names are struggle fest with me. Shoto? No. Shoto Totoro. I was wanting, but I'm just gonna call him Krusty Boy for now on, or what his sin is later. And then we have her, right next to her, we have Killer, or uh, Bloodsucker. His nickname is Mercenary. He doesn't really go by original name, but he is. You remember the guy who, like, if you like, he licks his blood. They sit down on the ground. If you watch the show, and you should be watching the show, if you're trying to watch these videos because it's ridiculous, but he's standing right next to him, and he's like, I told you to bring protection detail when you're out there. He's like, it's fine. See, right next to him has, hey, where's as hop down from the ceiling, grabs onto his neck, and starts like just. It's like, never mind. There she is. I got her. Can you get off of me? As we see Toga. Those are the 4 that we know of. Like true honest characters. These 3 others are different. So one is called Killer. Killer is an ex dark hero. So there's a below hero situation that is called what we kind of call dark heroes, or the lower ones. These are heroes that are still part of the hero society. They don't go into the hero ranking at all, number 1. And number 2, they do jobs that normal heroes wouldn't do. The heroes that are trying to get onto the ranking wouldn't do. So, like, these are like killing people. This is like being Batman, basically. That's what these people do. Like Shoto before, like a Razorhead, he was part of this. He wasn't really the killer side, but he was like, I'm not going to be named out for this. Second one, we're going to call Bob the Builder. We can't fix this. Sorry. The autism kicks in so hard some days that I have to do this. What we call Machine Head. Machine Head was an he's quirkless, and he was working for a business until they realized he's quirkless, and they just fired him on the spot. And they couldn't sue them for wrongful termination because he lied about being quirkless. But he can build basically anything. And then we have the third person that we're going to call the Witch. She has a quirk, but it's a mutation quirk / like not a mutation quirk. Her body's basically dust, and that's why she's covered in complete another like straps. Like she's completely covered. Actually, shit, no, not her. Cut her out. One more person. She doesn't exist. Twice. Fucking twice. I almost forgot about him. I'm so sorry. Twice is part of the people that we know. He has a mask, but it's cut down to where his nose is. So it's cutting off half his face. The other half is completely like, you can see it. As like they're standing there, and each one of them has a different tattoo. We will explain that later. As he sits up, he walks up and he sits onto a throne. It's not even really a throne though, as it's like a table. As he pushes a button, as it raises up a circular table, as he's like, sit down, everyone sit down. Okay, time to crush the heroes. As he says that, and everyone just says, let's fucking do this. Okay. This is where we're going to end up the video. It's a little bit longer than I normally like it, but dude, I was wanting to make a video like this, but thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.